What's up, YouTube? It's ZTAY, aka Lil Red. The Thunder win the championship. I watched the game. Obviously, it's game 7. I just want to talk for a little bit because my goodness, people are some haters, man. Let's get into it. First, I want to address something because I know that every time the Thunder won a game in the finals, I would wait for the next day to post, or I would lag. I wouldn't be as happy. And I'm gonna be honest, I really got sucked into the Cinderella and underdog story of the Indiana Pacers like the majority of NBA fans did. This was nothing against the Thunder because I actually enjoy watching the Oklahoma City Thunder play basketball. I think they're a great basketball team. They're the best basketball team, and they proved that by winning the championship. I am not a hater, but like I said, I really was kind of pulling for the Indiana Pacers just because of the story that they had. And I think that's where a lot of NBA fans were at as well. But what makes me different from every other NBA fan, in my opinion, is that when things don't go my way, I don't throw a tantrum. I don't try to disregard the other team and trash on the other team. Because I'm going to be honest, I did kind of want the Pacers to win this series. But that being said, I also wanted a competitive NBA Finals, and this was such a good NBA Finals, even despite the ending, because Game 7, let's be honest, it wasn't really close in the second half. And of course, the Tyrese Halliburton injury happened, and it was devastating. You know, he got off to a really good start, hit 3 straight threes. It looked good for Indiana, and then as soon as he went down, I already knew he tore his Achilles. And that's another thing. Calf strings, man, they're unplayable now. No player should be playing through this. And that brings me to another point in which the NBA really needs to consider shortening the NBA season. I've been an advocate for this for a while now, even actually going back to 2016. I did my high school project on shortening the NBA season. But a lot of fans, because of this injury and because of the Pacers' loss, want to try to discredit the ring and the championship that the Oklahoma City Thunder have won. For some reason, only in basketball, it feels like, only in the NBA, do fans try to say rings don't count, championships don't count, certain ones hold different weight, and blah, 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 blah. People are trying to say the Thunder only won because of injuries. That's just simply not true. The Oklahoma City Thunder were the best team in the NBA, undisputed, this entire season. They honestly had a chance to break the regular season record for most wins. That's how good they were. On top of that, they're also the youngest team in the league, which is even scarier and should be even looked at as a bigger accomplishment itself, because these guys are younger than my little brother out here winning an NBA championship and drinking for the first time in their life. That right there makes me really mad, knowing that there's people hating on them, right? I just don't get that. Why do fans hate so much on the winning team? But I'm going to be honest, the Indiana Pacers are not the same team without Tyrese Halliburton. All the people questioning him being a superstar, they were proved to be stupid, Stephen A. Smith, because this guy may not score 20 points a game, but he gets the pace right for the team. In the second half of that game, the pace was gone for the Indiana Pacers and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Defense just swarming. I want to have a huge shout out to Lou Dort, Cason Wallace, and Chet, because their defense alone was incredible. And that's why I think the Oklahoma City Thunder, in my opinion, are so much fun to watch, because they play really good defense. I understand people could get frustrated with the foul baiting that Shea does, but in my opinion, that's a skill. But the people that are hating on Lou Dort, I just don't understand that. What type of basketball do you guys like watching? Because this guy is the ultimate competitor. He's not toxic. He's not out there purposely trying to injure people. In fact, when Tyrese went down, I noticed he was the first one to try to get the Pacers medical staff over to him. Lou Dort is a dog. He is one of the best defenders in the league. And it goes to prove that the championship teams that are winning always have a great defender. You look at the past couple champions. We got Lou Dort for the Thunder. We got Derek White and Drew Holiday for the Celtics. Going back to the Nuggets, it was Caldwell Pope. Going back to the Warriors, it was Andrew Wiggins. Going back to the Bucks, they had Drew Holiday. The Lakers had Alex Caruso. You need a defender, and Lu Dort is the best guy to lead that. And I also want to talk about Cason Wallace because this guy is a really young player, second year in the league, and he's a big reason they won last night. Because TJ McConnell, let's be honest, that man was different in the NBA Finals. Like, he shocked me consistently every single game, and in that third quarter, he looked like he was going to do it by himself. But they told Cason Wallace, I need you to put a lot of pressure on him because we cannot have him getting paint touches no more. He did a really good job. I know fans are going to say he's grabbing the wrists and they're holding and hacking, and that's all the Thunder do defensively. But that's just frustration because the team that they're rooting for is losing. That is good defense. During the regular season, I know I didn't do a lot of Thunder reactions on the main channel. A lot of them were just on my Patreon, right? So shout out to all the Thunder fans that actually were real. And last month, all of my new viewers, the majority of them are coming from Oklahoma City. So shout out to all the Thunder fans on the channel. I understand that a lot of people don't give your team credit. And I'm sure you guys probably don't even care at this point because you won a championship, first championship for the Oklahoma City Thunder in history. But I want to talk about why I didn't feel the desire to want to react to every single Thunder game. And that is probably because during the regular season, they were just too dominant. And that's another reason people hate on them, because people hate on the best. They were so good, they would just blow teams out. And it was honestly boring to watch because I already knew the result. That's how good they were. It has nothing to do with their play style. I don't mind the foul baiting that Shai does and the free throw merchant that he is, because in my opinion, that is a skill. And that's why I made deep analysis videos on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander during the regular season, showcasing that. Jalen Williams is one of my favorite players in the league because he's got a bag. And then that's not even talking about Lu Dort, Cason Wallace, Alex Caruso, the defenders that they have on this team. This team is really, really good. And I think that's why I didn't really want to react to them a lot. And I was trying to think, it was like, is it because they're small market? And no, because in all honesty, I enjoy watching the San Antonio Spurs, the Dallas Mavericks, the Denver Nuggets, all kind of smaller market teams. And I'm excited to react to those guys every single night. So what was it about the Thunder during the regular season that I didn't really feel like doing a reaction? And it was honestly because they were so damn good that I already knew what was going to happen. Last year during the offseason, during one of my live streams on my other gaming channel, ZTAY Gaming, go check it out if you haven't. Somebody asked me, ZTAY, who do you predict the NBA Finals are going to be next year? And it was right after the Celtics won the championship. I was like, bro, it's really early to do this. This was before the Josh Giddey trade. And I said, it's going to be probably the Thunder and the 76ers because I assumed Paul George was going to get traded there and they're going to be a lot better. I was wrong about that because I knew the Thunder are coming. And they still are. They are going to get better. That's the scary part. I know they're going to have to pay some of these guys soon, but they have the first player in NBA history, by the way, Nikola Topic, on their bench. And he's the first guy to ever win an NBA championship without playing a single game during the season in his first year. That guy is a really good basketball player. They're going to have a really stacked backup point guard. There's a reason they felt comfortable trading Josh Giddey away because Nikola Topic is going to fill that Josh Giddey role perfectly. They have draft picks to come for the next years because of all the trades and sacrifices they made during the rebuilding process. And that just goes to show Sam Presti knew what he was doing. This also goes to show that a team actually trusted in the vision of their GM instead of firing him through bad seasons. But that also could be because this team is a smaller market team. The big market teams like the New York Knicks have no patience if they don't win a championship right away in the first season after making a big trade. And I think that's why the Thunder are so successful, because they're homegrown, they were patient, and I'm happy to see that rewarded with a championship, although I wanted the Indiana Pacers to complete the underdog story. I saw people trying to discredit the Thunder this year by saying that Ja Morant got hurt in the first round. Like, do you know how ridiculous that sounds? The Grizzlies had no chance to beat the Thunder in the first round. They got swept. Why are they acting like Ja Morant's injury is the reason the Thunder won? Because they're frustrated that their team they were rooting for didn't win. Their underdog story didn't fulfill the prophecy, which I understand why you're kind of disappointed. But instead of giving respect to the winner, they tried to discredit them. That just shows personality. Like, you are a purebred hater at that point. Let's be honest. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was the first person in 25 years. I believe that was Shaq, right? Shaq got to be the last guy to do it, to win a scoring title, MVP, and finals MVP in the same season. That's ridiculous. But even a part of me doesn't want to hype the team up so much. I don't know why. They're not arrogant. They're not arrogant at all. They're not cocky. They don't talk trash. They just go out there and hoop every night. They're unselfish. They're egoless. And I think that's why a lot of people don't like the Thunder. It's because it doesn't play into the drama of the sport. And I'm going to say something right now that is very deep about NBA fans. A lot of people were saying this NBA finals was trash, and oh man, the Thunder, they're not that good. They're fake ring, all the stupid narratives that people want to play. Why are they talking about that? Because NBA fans don't actually, I'm not going to say all of them, the majority of NBA fans don't actually like the sport itself. They may not even fully understand the sport itself, but the reason they like watching the NBA so much is because of the drama that happens, the ego that is in there. It's like a soap opera for men. So the fact that Steph Curry and LeBron James and Kevin Durant and Anthony Edwards and all these high ego players didn't make the NBA finals makes these fans very frustrated because their drama is no longer there. There's no backstories to, oh, look at this backstabbing this guy did to this team and he's in the NBA finals. He talked trash to this guy. I don't know why people love ego ball so much. Like, you go to your local rec to play some basketball and everybody's just trying to talk trash and play ego ball and say, nah, this is my... I don't know why people enjoy that more than team ego-less basketball and a beautiful game where there are 10 people on the court all in unison and playing together. Because that's what just happened in the NBA Finals. We had two teams that play very similar styles on opposite sides of the ball. Anthony Edwards said that the Oklahoma City Thunder's defense is like they're all on a string, like they're all being controlled by something, like they're puppets. And that's a compliment. Lou Dort could easily go out there and be like, no, this is my assignment. I'm going to do this, trying to be somebody that wants to be a superhero. Shai could have gone out there and said, I'm going to do it all myself. I'm not passing. I'm not trusting anybody else. But he got 12 assists, which is a big reason they won the game. The Indiana Pacers' constant ball movements and constant controlled pace is what the sport itself is lacking from a lot of teams. It was new. That's what the NBA Finals, that's the best way for me to describe this NBA Finals. It was new. And in my opinion, this is where I want basketball to trend towards in the NBA. Because let's be honest, ego ball is entertaining. It is like a soap opera for men. We like the trash talk. We like the little fights and we like the drama of it. And that is because basketball sometimes seems like an individual one-on-one sport because there's only 5 players on the court for one team. Unlike NFL, unlike NHL, MLB, it's really, sometimes it seems like one-on-one, but that's not what basketball is. It goes to show that there are fans obsessed with one-on-one egotistical basketball, and that's not what was played in the NBA Finals. And so fans are frustrated that their soap opera was destroyed. And I think, and I know it's going to go back, you see me with the Lakers jersey and you're like, huh? That LeBron is the start of all of it, because LeBron is a very egotistical basketball player. He's been that way since high school. And Caitlin Clark is the same way for the WNBA, very egotistical. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. There's a reason that LeBron James is so popular. There's a reason that Caitlin Clark is so popular. Even Stephen Curry, there's a reason they're so popular. It's because that egotistical mindset is very, very entertaining. And the Oklahoma City Thunder did not have that. The Indiana Pacers did not have that. And that's why people say this NBA Finals wasn't good. In all honesty, this was probably the best NBA Finals series I've seen since 2010, maybe 2013, because that was a really good one too. I think the last good NBA Finals was probably the Spurs versus Heat. Everybody's going to say 2016, that was a horrible NBA Finals. It was only cool because Game 7, right? But this is just me ranting and going on about the fans of the sport. But that's really what's causing me to make this video, because I just really am kind of sad and disappointed in the amount of hate this young team is getting when they don't deserve it. They are very humble basketball players who they played the game the right way. They did not try to cheat it. They don't play ego ball. But they're getting slandered. And in my opinion, I don't think the NBA should be viewed as that. And I think Stephen A. Smith and all the analysts on ESPN make it worse. But I'm trying, the goal of this channel at this point is to try to make people see basketball the same way I'm seeing it. Make people see the NBA the same way I'm seeing it. It doesn't have to be a trash talk, ego basketball, you know, that's cool. You guys know I love the trash talking ego stuff. I love the drama of the NBA. But when there's not that and it's strictly basketball and team ball being played, that's also beautiful in itself. And I just want people to see that the Oklahoma City Thunder deserve this championship. And I'm so tired of people trying to take rings away and diminish them, because the Thunder were by far the best team in the entire NBA this season. And I understand why we're frustrated, because the Pacers were so much fun this season. And then Tyrese goes down trying to play through a calf strain and the team falls up short. It's a big heartbreak. But when that heartbreak happens, don't go to hate. Don't turn to hate when you're frustrated, because your life is only going to be filled with more reflections of that. And that's a deeper message, not even about basketball. When you get sad, when you get frustrated, when you get hurt, don't fall into hate. Don't fall into anger, because your life is only going to get worse and you're only going to see things that reflect that reality back to you. So again, I was going for the Indiana Pacers because I enjoyed the underdog series, but they didn't win. And I'm also very happy to see the Oklahoma City Thunder win at this court, because their fans deserve it. They're one of the, if not the best fans in the league, the only fans to really just all wear the jersey, all have the same chants, and all be in unison. And the team playing egoless ball as the youngest team in the league is just so beautiful to see. And I love it, man. The Oklahoma City Thunder deserve this championship. Nobody can take it away from them. But that being said, the reason I was not uploading them super fast after wins is because, I'm going to be honest, I really wanted the Pacers to win this series. That's why I would upload them right after wins. I was really excited. And I can't fake the excitement and fake that stuff when the Thunder win, because I was kind of sad. I wanted the Pacers to win, but they deserve it, man. I'm not going to go sit here and hate on them. I want to say congratulations, deeply congratulations, taking all these good emotions to all the Thunder fans on this channel. You guys deserve it, man, because I know the Thunder have had some very bad years. For all the people that have stuck by them, you guys deserve it, especially a small city. Just want to say congratulations. Thank you guys for the support on the channel. And don't let these trolls get in your head, man. And all the trolls watching, I hope you maybe took something from this video and maybe seen something in yourself. And you learn to let go of that hate in your heart, man. Because it's only going to bring you more pain and suffering. I'm out of here. This is ZTAY. Peace.